What is up, everybody? Now we are back with the career mode sliders for realism. Now, if you caught my live stream a few days ago, I was experimenting. I believe as of right now, this is as close as we are going to get, I think. So we have 8-minute halves. I feel like that's a good balance between not too long, not too short. In terms of the goals that get scored, you don't want cricket scores or anything like that. Obviously, legendary difficulty, custom gameplay type, authenticity features on, wind effects low, so it does have some effect, but not ridiculous. Weather effects are off because I just feel like they're a little bit broken. Like the rain is not actual rain. It's like this game would have been called off. Like you can barely move the ball on the pitch. It's just silly. So here we go. So player speed 55, sprint speed, acceleration 40. Now the reason for that is because I've seen most people with the sliders do that backwards, where the acceleration is more and the sprint speed is less. Now the main reason why I've done it the way I've done it is so that not everybody's turning and pretzel dribbling like a fucking maniac, and also if a player is given space to run, they will fill that space in a realistic manner. So as they run, they will gradually get faster rather than hitting max speed instantly. And not only that, what it also does is the acceleration side of things works in tandem with the goalkeepers. So the goalkeepers won't cover the width of the goal in 0.0 second. It will actually be like it's a full-size goal. Shooting error for the user is on 25. That is because we are using manual shooting. Because I feel like you get more realistic animations out of manual shooting than you do out of precision and assisted. Because I don't like the missing animations if you put the shot error too high, because it just looks silly. Whereas manual, you're actually in control of where you aim the ball. Shot error for the CPU is on 65. Shot speed 45 for the user and 35 for the CPU. Now the reason why the CPU has a 10 decrease is because even on 45, Legendary seems to love finishing chances in the top corner every single time. It doesn't matter who is shooting. It could be a fucking centre back is finishing. They will blast the ball into the top corner every time, and it's just not realistic. So with 35, you get a balance of shots in the bottom corner that get nicely finished off. Sometimes you get chips that happen, you know, so it's just a bit of variety rather than just conceding the same goal every time. Header shot error is on 20 for both. Now the reason mainly it's on 20 for the user is because headers again at the moment are broken. Like, you just can't really score headers right now. It's weird. Pass error is on 30, even though we are using semi-aim. I did used to use manual. The main reason why I've done this, and this is something that I actually wanted to speak about in detail with legendary difficulty. Legendary and passing is broken, okay? And what I mean by that is there's a mechanic in this game where the CPU just doesn't want to really do anything other than just pass the ball about for the sake of passing. You know, they don't link up an intelligent attack. They just ping the ball about so you can't have it. And they shield it to stop you from tackling them. It's just a nightmare. So that's why their pass error is on 99. It still doesn't make a difference. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it does. I did that for the sake of, well, if it's going to make a difference, it will, and it still doesn't. They still have at least 90% pass accuracy and will complete between 200 and 300 passes a game. It's crazy. You can't stop it. Pass speed is on 35 for both. Header passing is on 70. Injury frequency 75, injury severity 30, so you won't have broken toes, because I know career mode likes to hand out broken toes like they're fucking party favours. You get more broken toes than you get ACLs, and we all know how prevalent ACLs are in football. Goalkeeping ability is on 37. Now this is interesting because This is what I feel separates the men from the boys in terms of realistic sliders, at least for me. Realistic saves, yes. Realistic animations, yes. Realistic mistakes, also yes. Now, you will get fumbles. You will get, they get a hand on it, but they can't keep it out. They get fingertips on it, but they can't keep it out. It's realism, you know? It is realism. You don't want top corner save, top corner save, top corner save. It's just not realistic. So this way, you get, oh, he got a hand on it, but he couldn't stop it, emphasizing how good the finish was. And that is for the user and CPU, by the way. Marking for the user is on 65. Marking for the CPU is on 42. Now, the reason for the jump in the user is because, like I spoke about earlier, Legendary has a tendency to sometimes be a little bit scripted, and it will move your defenders out the way to give itself a chance to score. So with the increase in marking, you limit the ability for it to do that. Plus, it gives you space to work realistically, so they're not just down your neck 24/7, pressing you into your own penalty area. Run frequency is on 45 for each. Line height is on 65 for each. Line length is on 35 for each. And line width is on 50 for each. Fullback positioning, is on 80 for each. Now, the main reason for that is so that your fullbacks will actually listen to the tactics and bomb forward if you want them to, because sometimes they still don't. And for the user, again, it just leaves gaps at the back, so it's not like Fort Knox just banging the ball against the brick wall every time you play the CPU. Power bar is at 66. Now, the main reason for that is because, as you were aware earlier, we condensed the shot speed to 45. This just evens that out, so it's not just like a fucking balloon floating through the air. It will actually have some power behind it, and it also allows for sharper decision making because the power bar fills up a lot quicker, so you're not having to wait for it to fill up. First touch control error is on 85 for both, so it's realistic. Interception error is on 90. Ball deflection error is on 99 for both, and tackle assistance is on 40. CPU sliders. Now, these for me are a grey area because I still don't really know what is a good fit in terms of will the game actually realise that I've changed anything, or will it can just continue to do its own thing. Tackle aggression is at 50. I have had this up to 99. And once again, it doesn't mean that they're willing to risk a foul at all, because for some reason, Legendary very rarely fouls you. It's just part of their perfection programming thing. So it's on 50, the middle. So yeah. Build up speed is on 10 because I want them to be more patient. I don't want League 2 teams in the cup playing tiki-taka. It's not realistic. You're a Route 1 club, fucking boot the ball like you would do normally. You're not being managed by Pep Guardiola. Shot frequency is on 50. Again, long shots, they don't really tend to attempt them, so I have experimented with the number being higher, but it just doesn't feel like they pay attention to it. First touch pass frequency, again, is on 10 because I don't want it to be tiki-taka. As I said, I want them to actually slow the game down so it's realistic. Crossing frequency is on 60. It's a little bit higher than the bare minimum, but at the same time, you don't want every ball being whipped in. You want a good mixture of both. Dribble frequency is on 53, so you will get a solo run every now and again if a player feels a bit confident, but you won't get it with everybody doing it. And skill move frequency is on 2 because you don't want everybody turning into prime Ronaldinho on the wing when they play for fucking Shrewsbury. So, that is it. I'm not going to attach any gameplay at the end of this video for two reasons. Number one is because I've just been in the testing phase so far, so I haven't actually filmed any goals yet, but I definitely will do if it's something that you guys want to see. If you want to see these, obviously without you programming them in yourself, if you want to see any gameplay, I will happily do it. But the other reason is because I can't seem to find a way to turn the music off in the goal highlights at the end of games, because that's how I usually save my goals, is in the highlights at the end of games. and there's still music in the background, even though I have music turned off, so I don't want to get copyright striked. But other than that, that is the sliders. If you guys want to know my camera settings as well, I do EA Sports Game Cam, and the settings are 10 and 10, because the camera will zoom in and out depending on how far back the ground is. So if it's like West Ham's ground with the Olympic track, it will be further zoomed out to accommodate the size of the pitch. I did used to play on broadcast, so it looked like an actual football game, but you just don't get a good view of the pitch, or to play with anyway. It just is a bit narrow, and I didn't necessarily like it too much. So that's why it's on EA Sports Game Cam. So those are my sliders. If you try them out and you like them, please let me know in the comments that you liked them. If there's something that you think you have changed and improved, again, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm all for the experimentation. I'm just trying to do something for the offline community so we don't keep getting rammed up the arse by Ultimate Team. So if you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.